So this is an anti-purge base. Those archers up there are situated safely, and from that angle they can kill things that walk over here. It won't be too low. If you have enemies walking right here, archers will not attack them because they can't really look down, but they can look down far enough to see people that are walking past here. I will be walking, you know, around here and maybe jump on top of this. Enemies will not usually go on stuff like this, so this is a very safe spot. I can use right click to push them into the spike things, or I can just walk backwards and like hit like 3 people at once with the right click and stagger them all, which is a much easier way of fighting things than to be around over here. I also believe, which is why I put another foundation here, that people who stand here can also be shot by archers. Pretty sure I tested that out, so it should work. I think that's good, is to actually build on kind of like low ground, and that's so that archers can kill things that are coming from over here, because they're much more into shooting up than shooting down. But you know, it's obviously easier to shoot down if you can, because I don't know why. It's physics or something, position. Anyways, so what you can see is that I'm using cheats to try this purge tactic out, and you can see with basically most of my videos that I'm actually using cheats. Holy shit, what a horrible person. Let's go and tell him what a stupid fuck he is. So yes, do that, please. Write that in the comment section. Yes, go ahead and dislike the video, and then go the fuck away. You don't have to watch this anymore, and after doing that, please don't watch any of my videos anymore. So if you're one of those people who would like to do that, then please, yes, go ahead and then fuck off, okay? Anyways, let's start this purge. Fellow clan purge meter starts next purge phase. A plague of locusts is scouting your lands. The invasion will begin in 2 minutes. Okay, so what I've done is that I've put a bunch of blocks out around here to make the base or my location or whatever bigger, and that is so that I won't spawn inside of this pyramid, which this seems to be a good solution for that. I know a lot of people have said that problem, that the purge seems to start a lot of the time inside of their base. This certainly fixed it for me. Plague of locusts is attacking. Okay, so they're spawning over there, which is awesome. Not inside of my base. I struggled actually a lot with that, so I'm gonna pull these guys inside of here. I think my archers should be able to get them from outside of here, but I'm better off being in here, because then I'll only have to face one at a time, and my archers will just pow pow pow, slay slay slay. I can also stand on top of here, then I can dodge away from those guys very easily. You can see how they're lining up perfectly, you know, and I can hit several people in one poke, and they all get staggered. And woo! My archers up there, they there's just 2 archers now, but they do a lot of damage, since, you know, they're high level archers, kind of. I don't know if these spikes do a lot of damage. It doesn't really seem like it. Come on, guys! Ideally, this place is or a meat grinder like this. This is the meat grinder strategy. It works best against human-sized NPCs, because then you can fit like 4 people in the same area, basically, instead of those where you're like, at best you can attack 2 at the same time, which is pretty good. And you won't get surrounded, which is the most important thing. If you do get surrounded, of course, then you're fucked. Well, you're not, but if you're out of stamina, then you're fucked. If you're out of stamina, then you can't jump up there, right? So you'll be in between 2 enemies, which is really bad. But if you have stamina, then you can just jump up here, and enemies won't go up here, which is awesome. A plague of locusts is attacking. Okay, so they're over there now. 5, 6 locusts. So let's pull those guys. Come on, guys. What about you? Hey, you. Where are you going? try to get all of them. So sometimes they get a little distracted by trying to break other things. Well, screw that guy. He can die on his own. So we'll try to get those guys over here. Got a bunch of them lining up. Can attack 2 at the same time. And only one of them is close enough to attack me. So more and more locusts are coming now. Let's see if I can pull some more. Oh, he died. Okay. So when they're standing there, I think they can also be shot by the archers, which is pretty nice. Now I gotta watch my back when I'm standing here, because, you know, I can get attacked from behind. A plague of locusts is attacking. Okay, so more small locusts. So let's try to pull them again. Get them in the meat grinder. Woo! Holy shit! Ah! Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No, this way. This way, man. This way. This way. Come on. In the meat grinder with you guys. Perfect. Notice how much harder it was for me to fight them, like, outside when they were, like, surrounding and stuff. No way they can surround me now, unless, of course, they come behind me, but they're not gonna do that, and if you just pay attention, they won't do that. Very often I can attack 2 locusts at the same time, which is, I mean, locusts, they are very big, so it's kind of a special case with them. This tactic, as I said, works definitely best against humans, because they're so small that you can fit so many more at the same time. But at the same time, when you can fit more, it's also like they can kind of stand next to each other, and instead of as opposed to these guys, where you will definitely only be fighting one at the same time if they're all in the meat grinder. Plague of Locusts is regrouping, so I think the next one is gonna be the boss fight. A Plague of Locusts is attacking! So yes, that's the boss. You can see the tail of Queen Dick over there. Queen Asshole. Those ones are, you know, quite dangerous. Don't do a lot of damage to them, and you can see, like, I'll just compare fighting them out here, and I'll fight one at the same time, and then I have to, like, be kind of lucky, kind of, because, like, when they're standing next to each other like this, then it's easy, right? But they're not gonna always be doing that. So I guess these oh, holy shit, these locusts there are they're actually very easy to fight, except they have a lot of health, but they are very easy to fight. But I think they're even easier inside of here, particularly since the archers can see them. Where's the other one? Okay, so both of them are there. So if I'm just a little luck here, I'll be able to attack them both in the same blow most of the time, which I can't do right now. Oh, holy shit. Gotta be alert against these enemies. They deal a lot of damage and are very easy to dodge their attacks. But if you just stop paying attention, then you'll take a lot of damage. So, at least I'm only fighting one of them at a time. I can't, for the most part, I'm unable to hit the one in the back. Holy shit! But it's at least much easier to fight them inside of here than in the open field. And there I was able to attack both of them. I think they take some damage from the spikes as well. I don't know how much that is. Whew. I know it's possible to get a black hand purge here, but after trying that a bunch of times, I haven't been able to spawn it. So I just spawned some regular enemies here unrelated to the purge, and now I'm just gonna like run around and try to just like show how hard it is to defeat them when they're attacking you like this, because you gotta constantly just run back and like attack them one by one. But if you go inside the meat grinder, you won't have to be as you know, I don't know, it's just much easier this way, because if you stagger one, you will not just stagger one, because they will all be in the same area. So just make sure you don't get surrounded. And you can see that the humans, they can be hit by bow and arrows from your thralls when they're standing down there. Let's just get the rest of these guys inside of the meat grinder. Guys! So four people at the same time. You can see it will basically be just one at the same time. It's almost like just fighting one at the same time. And then you just dodge back now and then, you know, and then make sure you don't run out of stamina. And it's all good. Holy shit! But when people come and flank you like that, then you're in trouble, kind of. So that's something you gotta watch out for. So this is a good way of escaping, because those guys, they cannot follow you up there for some reason. Holy shit! Braggy the Bold, holy moly. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. This is the pyramid version of the meat grinder tactic. And here's the insides, in case you're curious about how this looks on the inside. So yeah, thanks you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, that's how you say that sentence. Look how fabulous I am. And please subscribe to this thing that is called my channel, you know. And see you some other time or something in those lines.